Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. Do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Wednesday, the 7th of December, 2022. Remember, viewers, those of you who want to be members of the Real Talk Credit Union, feel free to do so. Our business opens from Monday to Friday, from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Remember that. The numbers are 238-6716, 339-1670, 267-7325, and 242-7690. The numbers are on screen, viewers. So in case you want to get in touch with our central office or our south office, those are the numbers to get in touch with us. You can even call me directly, 339-1670. We can set up an appointment and we can meet. Remember, if you're having spiritual problems also, you can contact me. You could also call those numbers and they would refer my number to you. You know, these days everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to have an extra income, an extra increase on your savings account in the bank. We at Real Talk Credit Union will help you get that interest into your account. Remember, we are paying up to 1.5% to 2% interest on your annual savings and 4% on fixed deposit. No credit union or financial institution is giving you 4% on a fixed deposit. No financial institution. None. Those of you who have spiritual problems, you want to contact me, you need help, not a problem. So, as we start our program tonight, viewers, remember it's Wednesday night, it's our public concerns night. Feel free to call in councillors, MPs, citizens. Highlight the road, the bridges, the box train, the lack of MP in your community, the lack of representation. Highlight the flooding, highlight Tiantec, no light pole, street light. Highlight Wasa, they're digging up the road, no water in your community. On a Wednesday night is dedicated just for that. Just for that. So viewers, 238-6716 is the phone number to call in. And we want to hear from you. We want to hear what part of Trinidad and Tobago hasn't gotten water in the last month, 2 months, in the last year, 2 years. We want to hear from you that what part of your community has a bad road that the government only promises to fix and a month come, 2 months, 3 months, and same thing with the years. And you're actually getting nothing done. Why it is that we living with a population of 1.4 million people and we cannot have proper roads in our country. Keep in mind, we had an oil refinery in our country. Keep in mind, we have a pitch lake in our country. So the road conditions supposed to be #1 in the Caribbean. We're supposed to have the #1 roads in the Caribbean. But yet we can't seem to have proper drainage, proper roads, proper box drain, proper bridges. Why is this? Why? Is it that we are being neglected? Why is this? Why is this? Can somebody ask why? Can somebody call in and tell us why? We have MPs and councillors in community. Is their job making a difference in your community? These people are chosen to represent us, to represent the community. Is the MP in your community doing what they're supposed to do? They attend to parliament. They attend to sit-ins. They attend the meeting, cottage meeting, open air meeting, the chamber, the parliament, and still nothing. Minister of Works and Transport is hoping that within 2 weeks, once the weather allows it, they will begin construction of bypass that will reconnect the Manzanilla to Mayaro roadway. 2 weeks ago, the road was closed off after heavy rainfalls and flooding. Water caused severe damage to the infrastructure. Program Director of the Program for Upgrading Roads Efficiency Unit, that is PURE, Hayden Phillips, states that there are 16 beaches on the Manzanilla to Mayaro road, and that the ministry intends to build bypass to allow the resumption of vehicle traffic on the road. These bypass, which will be built on the side of the road closer to the swamp, will temporarily, until the ministry does permanent repair. When asked about the cost of the project, he declined to give a figure, saying that they are still in the early stage. The cost to repair the last collapse on Manzanilla to Mayaro Road was between $30 to $40 million. That's about $300-400 million they're going to spend. It's about $300 or $400 million they're going to spend average. Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan also said that the whole idea of temporary bypass was to create connectivity as soon as possible. He added that some of the beaches are small and repair could be done on them without the need for bypass. We're going to wait and we're going to see. Areas of blockage and breaching points are being addressed in Bamboo, number 2 and 3. La Pile, Woodland, and other areas. And the ministry is seeking necessary approval to drench the mouth of the Caroni River in this fiscal year. This was among, now I'm going to tell you something. This is not the only year that the Caroni River has burst its bank. Not the only year. They are in power 7 years now. 7 years now. And that is the problem. You are in power for a number of years, and every year go by, we face the same thing. The very same thing. So they want to drench the Caroni River mouth in this fiscal year. Last year was the same thing. The year before that was the same thing. The year before that year was the same thing. And what happened? Any works? No. This was among the information given by Works Minister Rohan Sinanan in reply to a stream of opposition queries in Parliament following recent devastation flood across the country. Listen to this.
It should be noted that during the period of major flooding activities, the silting and dredging works are challenging to undertake. At this time, areas of blockage and breaching points are being addressed. Examples of these areas being worked on include Bamboo 3, Bamboo 2, Lapai, Woodland, and any other area where remedial work has been identified. Thank you.
Now, viewers, on other query on the agenda, on work to prevent future instance of flooding in St. Helena, Kelly Village and environs, Sinanan said that the ministry via Drainage Division is at presently working on acquiring the necessary statutory approval for the project to drench the mouth of the Caroni River during this fiscal year. Let me tell you something. Is one talk over and over and over and over. That is what we're getting. One talk over and over and over, and there seems to be no proper person to fix this problem that we are having. Like I said, it's not only in 2022, they realize that the Caroni River mouth need drenching. It's not today. It's not today. It's years now we are having this problem, and it seems like nobody give nobody give a damn. Nobody give a damn. So we just have to sit by and watch these ministers, those in authority, just come out on platforms and just blah, 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 and that is it. Nevertheless, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back from that break, we're going to talk about Woodland residents stage fiery protests after this.
Tis the season, tis the reason for live Parang entertainment every Friday from now until Christmas from 7 to 8 p.m.
Good night, what do you know? We having fun. It's the Christmas season. It's time for giving, loving, sharing. What is it?
Yeah, yes man, I'm a parangero. I sing so can shut me also. So I bring no shooting bego. So I bring no send me loco. I'm a parangero. I sing so can shut me also. Just season them, but I drink your cook them.
Real Parang, real talk with Saieed. Hiya!
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Report Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Report Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Caroni Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also find us on Facebook at Realtalk Credit Union.
Tis the season, tis the reason for live Parang entertainment every Friday from now until Christmas from 7 to 8 p.m.
Good night, what do you know? We having fun. It's the Christmas season. It's time for giving, loving, sharing. What is it?
Yeah, yes man, I'm a parangero. I sing so can shut me also. So I bring no shooting bego. So I bring no send me loco. I'm a parangero. I sing so can shut me also. Just season them, but I drink your cook them.
Real Parang, real talk with Saieed. Hiya!
Welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Caller, good night. Hello?
Hello, good day.
Good night, good night. Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
I want to speak to Mr. Ali.
You're live on air. Go right ahead. I'm listening to you.
Hello?
Yes.
I want to speak to Ali.
You are live on the network. Go right ahead.
Okay, same number?
Just take your get the click one time. Residents of Woodland blocked the main road with burning tires as they protested over the lack of water in their community. Mother of two, Khan, said they cannot clean, cook, bathe, or do any household chores. She said since last Monday, they have had no water and have been unable to send their children to school. Another resident complained that several cesspits overflowed into the community and they have not been able to clean their homes. Imagine how stink that is. Imagine that. Advocate North, San Francisco councillor Woodland stated that he contacted Wasa and was told that desalination plant will be up and running, but the residents of Woodland will not get water until the weekend. When they are scheduled to get a supply. Mehur and the residents are pleading with Wasa and Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez to supply the community with water. 2022. Both UNC, PNM, ANR could not fix the water problem in Trinidad and Tobago. All the years gone by, money pumped into dam, desalination plant, equipments, all sorts of things. And to this date, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago cannot get proper water supply. Proper. Imagine that. They don't know when they're going to get water. Cesspit overflowing. And still, they don't know when they're going to get water to clean it up. Imagine that. Imagine that. So, before we go any further, we do want to send condolences to the family of Herbert Volney, my mistake. Herbert Volney. He passed away this morning. He was a former minister. He was a former minister. So condolences to the family of Mr. Volney. Protest. Let me tell you something. The only way we can get something done in Trinidad and Tobago is by protesting. The only way, I keep saying it over and over and over. We have hundreds of thousands of individuals in trade union, in the labor industry. But yet, what are they waiting on? What are they waiting on? Whenever something happens, the union, the labor industry, they're supposed to come out and ask for a change, demand a change. Just imagine hundreds of thousands of people in Trinidad and Tobago paying union dues. Union fees. And their community do not have proper drainage. Their community do not have proper road. Their community do not have proper water. Their community do not have proper bridges. The community do not have proper street lights. And we okay with that. We okay with that. I always say, and I will continue saying this. The union they're supposed to have one of the biggest gatherings in Trinidad and Tobago. Don't just fight for the laborers. Fight for the community that your laborers belong to. Fight for the road. Fight for the street light. Fight for the Wasa. Fight for better drainage. For better bridges. These is things that the union is supposed to be gathering its people to do. You cannot just fight for 4% alone. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Talk to me.
I hear the minister say he want to dredge the mouth of the County River. He cannot dredge the mouth of the County River. He have to widen the County River. But they cannot dredge lower than the height of water at the mouth of the river. Because one side high, the water went on coming back inside the river. So the river have to be widened, and not with excavators. You have to use cranes with dragline and clamshell. So you could widen on the southern side of the river 100 feet. And these cranes going to throw the stuff 150 feet away from the river. So he had to know what to do.
Thank you, my friend. Like I said, the union is supposed to be representing its workers. Not only on work, but stand for the workers that lives in community that people would say that is behind God back. Do we get that? No, we don't get that. We don't. So while talking about that, taxi drivers and residents in communities from Cedros to South Oruput stage a drive slow motorcade and fiery protest yesterday as they call on the authorities to fix the road. Point Fortin Taxi Driver Association President John David complained the protests and the drivers, they drive slow, is about the road condition. Nothing that the highway from San Fernando to Point Fortin has been under construction for over a decade. He said some parts are finished and should be accessible to drivers. Another taxi driver complained that during the motorcade, his tire went into a pothole at Vestany and his colleagues had to lift out his van. Just imagine that. Look at that. Going down in a pothole long in Vestany and the driver have to lift out the individuals and them have to actually lift this van out of the pothole. Sad state. Sad, sad state. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on television, on Real Talk.
Yeah, okay, I'm waiting on them.
Supporting the driver, Cedros Councillor Shankar Tilak Singh states that the fishermen in the Cedros area also suffered due to the lack of fuel, declaring that enough is enough. He said if there is no feedback from the various agencies, he is supporting further action by the driver and residents. How long will they continue? One day? No. Come out and shut down the Cedros area for about a week. Make a sacrifice. Thing done hard already. Make a sacrifice. Make a change. You keep a protest not one day. You keep a protest for 2 and 3 and 4 days. Get the attention. Not only locals, but get the attention of international news. That is what you need to do. Get the attention. I am doing my part. I am highlighting it on live television. Every English-speaking countries around the world that view Synergy from 7 to 8 understand what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. They understand that. So what you need to do? Don't just protest one day. 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Send a message. That is what you're doing. As they protested for the 4th time in 4 months, yesterday, president of the Penal Rock Road are hoping that this time their cries will be heard. One spokesman stated that they have appealed time and time again to the Ministry of Works, the regional corporation, and all of their efforts are falling on deaf ears once again. They are making an urgent appeal to the Minister, Rohan Sinanan. Residents burn debris along the road near the 8.5 mile mark, where there is a massive depression, which has made the road impassable to lighter vehicles. While the road stretches to 14 miles from Penal to Moruga, residents stated that from the depression at the 8.5 mile mark to the Bastia junction, there are several major landslips. The residents also added that since their first protest in August to date, the ministry sent 3 teams to do soil testing and assessment, but no work was done. Well done, Mr. Minister. Well done. You owe yourself a big round of applause. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live.
I want to say this to you. Mr. Saeed, who cares? Who cares? They getting paid, the money never cut, the money always raising, nobody has nothing to say. Gas gone up 4 times, nobody has nothing to say. The opposition is saying nothing. The unions is saying nothing.
Correct.
The people of the country is waiting for somebody in authority to follow. And where are they? Where are they? Union businesses are multi-million-dollar businesses in Trinidad and Tobago. Opposition businesses are multi-million-dollar businesses. They don't actually care about the citizens of this country. They don't. And how long are the workers, not only the citizens, Mr. Saeed, but the workers who work diligently and very hard on a daily basis to develop this country with no respect from nobody, not even for doing the correct thing? What is really going on here, Mr. Saeed? Why it is that a politician could go on the public TV and lie to the public and it's okay and not being held responsible? These are the kind of things we face in Trinidad now, Mr. Saeed. What are we coming to? The world is laughing at us.
Correct.
The world is laughing at us, and yet still we are saying to the world that we have so much of bright people in Trinidad and Tobago. We are doing nothing to show them that we're bright. We fail, we look like failures, and because of the bullying authorities that everybody wants to come in authority with because of the quantity of money. Mr. Saieed Ali, the people of this country who is the citizens need to seize ministers, councillors, and other politicians' salary for a year. Freeze it. Let me see how they're going to live. These people pay for nothing. Taxpayers' money pay for everything, Mr. Saeed.
Correct.
Have a good night, sir.
You too, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to go down to some bad roads in the south area after this.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Real Talk Credit Union stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also find us on Facebook at Real Talk Credit Union.
Tis the season, tis the reason for live Parang entertainment every Friday from now until Christmas from 7 to 8 p.m.
Good night, what do you know? We having fun. It's the Christmas season. It's time for giving, loving, sharing. What is it?
Yeah, yes man, I'm a parandero. I sing so can shut me also. So I bring no shoot bego. So I bring no send me loco. I'm a parandero. I sing so can shut me also. Just season them, but I drink your cook them.
Real Parang, Real Talk with Saieed. Yeah.
This is the condition of roadway from Tabakita to San Fernando. Residents are appealing for help on a mudslide that has been collapsing for over 2 months, as well as other plea for repairs of other parts of the road. So look at this road. This is from Tabakita to San Fernando. And every day in Trinidad and Tobago, we will hear about a new landslide. We will hear about new potholes. Look at those vehicles going down in that hole. Look at that. Sad. Look at the condition. Look at it. And what do? Every day we go through the same thing. The very same thing. Look at those potholes. Every single day we go through the same thing. So I'm asking myself, I'm literally asking myself, those who sit in high chairs, who have workers like supervisors and managers, project managers, I wonder how do they sleep at night knowing that this is taking place and this is under their watch. What do? It is under their watch, their portfolio. How do you feel knowing that you have this high-ranking position and this is your portfolio and you can't seem to get it fixed? How do you feel? So watch this now. Hold on. Residents of Komoto and Tamana blocked the road leading in and out of their village to highlight several issues that they are unsolved. One resident stated that the villagers are now demanding that their road be repaired in a timely manner. The resident said villagers are also asking that T&Tech repair existing street lights in the area and that they be provided with proper water supply. Listen to this. Look at that.
Good morning, all. Currently at Bonnie Road, this is the protest that residents are clamoring for good road. Right now they are experiencing deplorable road conditions. Also the lights, T&Tech are not servicing the lights properly. Also they have over years, different communities haven't received proper water and they are asking for the government to intervene.
Now listen to this. In response, MP for Komoto Manzalina, Dr. Rai Ragbiru, noted that despite the protests, he understands what the residents feel. Ragbiru stated that heavy trucks keep destroying the road, which are further affected by heavy rains. The MP said that an attempt was made to grade the road over the weekend, but this was shelved to moisture level. Now I can tell you something, Rai, believe me, he does try. He does try his best for Komoto Manzalina. But the Ministry of Finance needs to understand that they just cannot fund projects that only the PNM administration would execute. There's a party on the opposite bench that their communities, their people, and their surrounding needs road, bridges, box train, street light, water supply be done to their community as well. So what the hell is the Ministry of Finance doing? Are they only waiting for the PNM administration to execute a project to release funding? How? How? Somebody tell me how. Is that biasness? Is that lack of common sense? Is that lack of responsibility that they don't want to entertain works on the other side? I'm asking. How could you neglect the cries of the other bench? And then now you want to say, the Prime Minister want to say that this government is working for you? It is not about the government. It's about the people need a little damn help. Because at the end of the day, the people in position put you there. Let me tell you something. There are people in the PNM stronghold who burst in tire every weekend. There are people in the PNM stronghold that every weekend they had to go buy a mechanic. There are people in the PNM stronghold that every weekend they have to buy a shock. You have to buy a tire. You have to go and do alignments. What are they saying? Like I said, I have nothing against no party, you know. But as long as you hold a portfolio and you're sitting in position and you could execute a command, believe me, Saieed gonna hold you accountable for it. Believe that. Call a good night.
A very good evening to you, Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend.
So I am giving you this one to think about, and I want Trinidad and Tobago to give it a thought.
Talk to me.
The current president of Tanzania is a woman. Her name is Samia Suluhu Hassan. Recently, she told her government that we're not going to spend any money on our independence celebration. We will use that money to build dormitories for the schoolgirls. All the best, have a great evening.
Thank you, my friend. We allocated $7 million. $7 million to spend on 30 days of celebration. I believe was Independence Day, 31st of August. $7 million were allocated. By who? By a woman. It was for 1 month. For 30 days. A celebration for 30 days. And $7 million spent. How the hell them at the corporation and have money? Somebody say something. $7 million. Hooray! We independence. 60 years. And you know what happened? Bam! Bone shot. Shocks gone. Tire gone. Alignment out of place. Your cradle fall out. But we spending $7 million to jump up and say 60 years of independence. Congratulations. Who are you congratulating? $7 million in taxpayers' money just went down the drain. $7 million. And what we doing? What all the PNM people doing about that? while your community don't have box drain, while the road bad, while the street lights are working, while you ain't getting water in your pipe. $7 million was okay to spend on a 30-day celebration. Hooray. Well done. They deserve a big round of applause. Call a good night. Hello?
Usual. You're hitting the nail with a sledgehammer. Mr.
I always doing that.
Yes. Mr. Said, you asked how they're feeling. Well, they're feeling very good. I tell you that. They're joyful and feeling very good. Because the COVID-19, $21 billion gone missing. Nobody could account for that. So they use that $21 billion and they say pandemic. They wait for this situation to happen and they're over happy. This bunch of pirates, all of them is happy. We have a pandemic in the country with the national infrastructure. The roads, electricity, street lights, everything. You know what is going to happen here? Is billions of dollars and there will be no accountability for it, and they're using this strategy to say they have to fix it emergency and emergency and emergency and they have to fix it, and there will be no accountability whatsoever for this money. These pirates, they must be emancipated, not from government, from this country. We must emancipate them, and UNC, I label them as PNM number 2. Thank you very much, Mr. Said, for giving me this opportunity. Great program. God bless you on your program.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to hear about Memorial Brasso and Flannington in Tabakita also complaining after this.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Report Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Realtalk Report Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chabonas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Tis the season, tis the reason for live Parang entertainment every Friday from now until Christmas from 7 to 8 p.m.
Good night, with you. Know we having fun. It's the Christmas season. It's time for giving, loving, sharing. What do you think?
Yeah, yes man, I'm a parandero. I sing so can shut me also. So my crown no shooting bego. So my crown no send me loco. I'm a parandero. I sing so can shut me also. Just season them, but I drink your cook them.
Real Parang, Real Talk with Saeed. Yeah.
Realtalk Credit Union stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also find us on Facebook at Realtalk Credit Union.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, Real Talk Credit Union is offering you the opportunity to become a member of our banking. Like I said, I'm here to change the banking industry in Trinidad and Tobago. How am I going to do that? How did I get 9 legislations and amendment laws passed in Trinidad and Tobago? Trust me, if I tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So we are offering 4% on fixed deposit for 5 years and over, only at Real Talk Credit Union information. You want to open an account for your kid? It's not a problem. Not a problem. All you have to have is 2 forms of ID, a utility bill, job letter, and payslip if possible, and you're good to go. You can become a member of Real Talk Credit Union information. That's how easy it is. Imagine 4% on fixed deposit. Which bank in Trinidad and Tobago is giving you that? None. Absolutely none. You want to make more money? You have fixed deposits. Here it is now. Here how bold and brave I is now. All you have fixed deposits in banks and credit union, go break it. Go and break it. I am telling you that go break it. Because you're getting 1% and 2%. You have $100,000 in a bank on a fixed deposit for 5 years. How much you getting? How much you getting? 1% on 100,000 other banks. You're getting $1,000 per year. At Real Talk, 4% per year is $4,000. So break it and get $3,000 more at the end of the year. Break it and pay a penalty fee. Because in 1 year you're getting $3,000 more. And you will tell me your money is still there? Your money is still there? You still had the bold face to collect 1,000 when you could get 3,000 more? Plus the 1,000 you're going to lose? Come to Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, they can't come wrong me, you know. When I tell you I'm here to lead, I am here to lead. For thus said the Lord, I will make you fishers of men. Hey, in our church, when I go to church, I heard the pastor man saying, Jesus said, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. So hear this now. Listen to Saieed's voice. Go in your credit union, go in your bank and break your fixed deposit with your 100,000 that you're getting 1% interest. 1% and you're going to leave it there for 5 years? You're getting 1% on 100,000 per year. That's 1,000. Real Talk Credit Union giving you 4% on the same 100,000. That is 4,000 per year. You going to still cry down yourself with your 1,000? That is what you call, follow me and I will make you makers of money. I will make you makers of money. Because everybody wants more money at the end of the year on their savings. Saieed, how you could offer 4%? Mind your business. Mind your business. Don't ask me how I do it. If I tell you you're getting it, you're getting it. And everybody say, hey, hear this now. A lot of people say, Saieed, you couldn't get marijuana decriminalized. And we got it done. We got it done. All the ganja man in Trinidad was happy to hear that. All of them. You could have smoked how do they call it? A joint. I have another word for it, man. A post or a spliff or something like that. You could have smoked a spliff. As the Rasta man, them, the weed smokers, them, let's call it. Watch me, you could sit on side in the road and when the police passing. You know why? The 30 grams become legal because of Saieed. So when I tell you you're getting 4% on your 100,000, trust me you're getting it. I didn't come to follow nobody, you know. I come to set a standard, you know. From Real Talk with Saieed Ali, we have grown into a Real Talk group of company with 5 existing companies. The last one we opened is Real Talk Credit Union. Real Talk Credit Union, Real Talk Equipment Rental, Real Talk Money Lending Financial Service, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, Real Talk Real Estate. Well, come good now. Come good now. When the good Lord decides to bless you, you shall be like a tree planted by the waters that will bring forth fruit in what? In your season. So now is my season. Now is my season. You want to plant a seed? Plant it. Plant it. by the soil that is by the riverbank. Who is there? I am rooted on the riverbank. I am the pillar. I am the leader. Those of you who joined Real Talk Finance, whose fixed deposit were up, they would tell you they could not believe when they got their interest. They could not believe it. They said, Saieed, we had the same money in the bank for the same 2 years and got chicken feed. And when they brought it across, for the same 2 years, they could have checked money. Don't be illiterate. Don't be illiterate. And leave your money where you gain nothing. Invest your money where you gain something. Invest your money where you gain something. So like some caller called in a couple days back and said, Saieed, how solid your foundation is. I have been maintaining Real Talk with Saieed Ali for the last 5 years at my cost and not at the public cost. That alone will tell you I am stable. I've been a licensed money lender for a number of years. That will tell you I am stable. Today Real Talk own a bank. Real Talk Credit Union is a bank. And we have the highest interest rate on fixed deposit. So know where you put in your money. Know where your interest grow. You want to see interest? You want to plan for your grandchildren? 339-1670, 238-6716, or 267-7325. That's our central number. So as we move along tonight, villagers from Sanssouci to Matlock are now fearful that they may be cut off from another area due to deplorable road condition which worsened due to current rainfall. Land erosion along the roadway is eating away the road infrastructure, and villagers fear that the roadway may soon become impassable, cutting off villagers from the rest of Trinidad. Currently, parts of the road can only accommodate single-lane traffic, and in those cases, small vehicles barely squeeze along the road. Villagers are stating that the government had spent millions on repairing in some areas, but the problem quickly returned due to the type of soil involved. Many said that the drains are not cleaned, overhanging bushes along the roadway are not cut, and there is no access for the water to run off when it rains, which they believe is part of the reason for the deplorable road condition. And this is coming from up in Matlock, Sanssouci. Look at the condition. Imagine if you have box drain that is not cleaning. What are you going to expect? What are you going to expect? Boy. The HGC Corporation is seeking to assure residents of Real Spring Valsine that there is little to fear over integrity of two electricity poles carrying high tension wire on the western side of the estate. Residents were fearful that recent flooding had eroded the land around the light pole and that another flood in the area could cause them to collapse. One resident stated that the light pole posed danger as it is because one of the poles is actually leaning. He said the flood was the worst so far, and if this kind of flooding happens again, it can be worsened and those poles can go with the land and water, causing grave danger. So Tiantec area, Tiantec, go to the area, check it out. That is your type of work. Talk to HGC, engineer, minister, manager, somebody, and get the damn thing done. You see, we are too laid back. How do we call we in high position that doesn't want to do their work? Lackadaisical. That is what you call them. You sit down in a nice office, nice wood finish, nice chair, expensive $10,000 chair, foot on the table, and you're damn lackadaisical. Imagine people crying out for help to prevent the pole from coming down. And HDC saying there is a little fear when that pole falls. If and when that pole falls, who paying for it? Residents now will have to pay damage or damages to what? Property. It fall on your house, you had to fix your roof. If it's concrete, you had to fix a front wall. You had to pay mason. You had to pay laborers. You have to buy material. When you add the list of things that you had to do, believe me, it is work up. It does work up. Next thing you know, you had to take a loan. It's not easy. In Trinidad, we're too damn lackadaisical. Minister of Works Rohan Sinanan have stated that repairs have started on some of the landslide at Penal Rock Road, which threatened to disrupt connectivity between Penal and Moruga. Sinanan said he was aware of the difficulties and the residents and business owners have been facing. Owner of a sawmill confirmed that soil tests were being done. He said there were several major landslips along the road that worsened, which is situated near his sawmill. He said following extensive rain over the weekend, the road has dropped further. He stated that over the weekend, team from the program from Pure unit came to the area and did soil testing. He said the Santa Maria RC school is affected by these landslides as students have to use alternative access road to get to school. Wow, there's a cement truck tumbler. Wow. Imagine a cement truck fall down there, slide off the road. Wow. Look at that. Drop the next picture. Look at that. That is what they call a road. Look at that Trinidad and Tobago. And we have councillors, we have MPs living in the community, but there's a sad thing we have here, you know. Throughout Trinidad and Tobago, there are communities with councillors and MP. You're going to tell me that the MP doesn't know about it? And you have been living there your life? Imagine that. So viewers, we are about to wrap up our program for tonight, but we do want to thank you for viewing us, the _1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago, and we stand firmly at that position presently. Remember, there's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Synergy. Those of you who want to join Real Talk Credit Union, not a problem. 2 forms of ID, utility bill, job letter, payslip, and source of funds, and you're inside. That is all it takes. That is all it takes. So viewers, until we meet again, I am Saieed Ali, and you are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Thank you so much, and good night.